Walt Disney wanted a Haunted Mansion as far back as 1951, 3 years before they even began construction on Disneyland. I want you to click like if you enjoy this content. The Haunted Mansion was originally going to be a walking attraction. The exterior construction began in 1961 and was completed in 1963. But the ride wouldn't open to the public until 1969. This sign was put up out in front of the building while guests could see the exterior, but not actually go in. They still use signs like this when the ride is being worked on for an extended period of time. There were a lot of rumors as to why the ride wasn't open when the exterior was done. Just some of those rumors included: a test rider actually died while on the ride, one of the construction workers died while building it. Basically, it's a lot of stories about how the ride ended up killing someone, but it's all bogus. That's not the case. The truth is, the team working on the ride got sidetracked. First, there was the World's Fair in 1964 and 65. Next, it was building New Orleans Square with the featured ride of Pirates of the Caribbean. That opened on March 18, 1967, 3 months after Walt Disney's death. After that, the Imagineers struggled to find where to take the ride without Walt's direction. Should it be funny or should it be scary? There were two main art directors on the attraction. Claude Coates went for a more serious tone. Mark Davis, who was known as the great gag man in animation, he went for a more comedic tone. Ultimately, they would both leave a lasting imprint on the ride, with the more serious first half going to Coates and the livelier second half to Davis. Two more Imagineers that were heavily involved were Raleigh Crump and Yale Gracie. Crump had a whole museum of the weird that never did quite make it to the final attraction, but you can see his style of artwork all over the ride. Gracie had the original idea for the Hatbox Ghost, but the illusion didn't quite work originally, so they took it out. However, there is a Hatbox Ghost now, thanks to Imagineer Daniel Joseph. When you first step into the Haunted Mansion, you walk into a room, and say it with me now, with no windows and no doors. The room also stretches. In Disneyland, you're actually going down. The room serves as an elevator. But at Magic Kingdom in Orlando, it's just the ceiling getting taller. Once you go down at Disneyland, the ride takes you away from the actual house. You wind up going underneath and past the train tracks that are behind the Haunted Mansion. The delays of the original attraction in Disneyland meant it was going to open close to the opening of Magic Kingdom. So Disney just built two of everything, one for Disneyland and one for Disney World. There are now 5 different versions of the Haunted Mansion at various Disney parks. Sort of. You have the original in Disneyland as well as the version in Magic Kingdom. You also have a Haunted Mansion in Tokyo Disneyland and one in Disneyland Park Paris called Phantom Manor. The ride in Paris is located in Frontierland and has a Western setting. In Hong Kong Disneyland, they have a ride called Mystic Manor, which has a more light-hearted, fantasy-based theme with no references to departed spirits or the afterlife due to differences in traditional Chinese culture. Again, if you're enjoying this content, please like and subscribe.